So, are you ready to discover the unlimited potential of your brain that you thought you never had?
Yes.
Ready? Okay, so of course, before the official topics, we need to identify first what are the common problems why people forget and the common things that people normally forget. So we have number one, to the next slide. Among the common things that people forget is lessons and instructions. For example, you're at work, your superior or your boss gives you an instruction and you don't have a paper. So a lot of people forget things that they are not able to write. Or in school, teachers are normally just discussing and then the students are not able to remember the lessons if they don't write it. And then we also have cell phones, wallets. Sometimes we tend to misplace these things. We leave it at home or elsewhere. Aside from cell phones and wallet, we also have the car keys and house keys. Even if we try to remember that we just put it in a certain table or in a specific place, eventually a lot of people tend to forget it. Okay, and then next, we also have the medicines. There are some medicines which already has a label on it that you have to drink them on a Monday, Tuesday, etc. And still, for younger people, if not medicines, vitamins. They tend to forget the exact time they're supposed to drink the vitamins. And after that, we also have the numbers. Before, a lot of people memorize the numbers of their friends, but since smartphones become available in all houses, we tend to save everything in our smartphones already. Okay? Next, dates and appointments. Thank you to Facebook. We all have notifications now whenever we have to attend a specific event. But before, we just do it manually. Save it on the notebook. Aside from that, shopping list. Some people, when they go to the grocery or they went on shopping, they tend to have a list, notepad, and check the items that they are supposed to buy. And have you ever experienced that you want to say something, but you can't say it out loud? It's called the tip of the tongue. You know what you want to say, but you can't say it out loud. It's the tip of the tongue scenario. So, has some of you also experienced wherein you walk inside a room and then suddenly you ask yourself, what are you doing there? Or you open the refrigerator and then you ask yourself as well, what are you doing there? That scenario is called the boundary effect. So, boundary effect happens when you enter an opening, whether it has a door or not. Our mind flashes the previous information to prepare it for the new information that we will see in a certain place. Now, of course, those things can be avoided if you have a short memory. And lastly, one of the most common problems with memory is focus. This is like the enemy of memory. If you suddenly lose focus, definitely you won't be able to remember something. Okay? Next with that, imagination. What do memory athletes like us? I was also a memory athlete before I became a coach. So what do we normally do in order to remember things? Imagination is very important. Just like what Einstein said, imagination is more important than knowledge. So in memory competitions, we tend to remember a lot of informations like numbers, words, dates, names and faces and other things. What we try to do is we try to exaggerate them. And if people think like we are very serious or if you need to be a genius in order to learn memory skills, actually you don't have to be a genius. As long as you have the enthusiasm to learn and you're practicing regularly, you can also achieve the things that we are capable of doing. Okay? Now I will show you a series of pictures. Just look at them. This is basically how our mind works. It works very funnily because if we try to think about some pictures, ideas, or informations in a funny and exaggerated way, we can even remember it more. So here's the lips with eyes. Dog doing a yoga. Yeah. An improvised shower with a heater. Okay, now let me ask you, do you still remember the partner of the lips?
Yes.
What is it? Eyes. How about the barber? What is the barber doing? What is the barber using rather? The big rake, like a big fork and a big scissor. How about the rooster? What's the half body of a rooster? That's the dog, correct? And what is the other dog doing? Yoga or meditating. The elephant, what's uncommon with the elephant? It's flying. There's an old man there. Where is he riding? A shoes, a boat that looks like a big shoes. And there's another shoes at the latter part or at the end of the slide. It looks like a feet. Okay, so what you just saw are a series of 10 pictures. Did I tell you to memorize it? No. I didn't tell you to memorize it, but you're able to remember it because those pictures are not common. It's exaggerated. So basically, that's just the basic idea on how we remember things. Now, aside from the imagination, it's also important to learn about word substitution. Okay? So what do we do about word substitution? For instance, we are from different countries. And we need to learn a lot of words that are unfamiliar to us, especially on competitions. Several words appear that we don't really know. So how do we remember them? We use objects, sounds like, or symbolism in cases where we see a word that we don't know the meaning. For example, in one of the memory demonstration that we did with auditory memory, like people will tell me 30 or 40 words without me seeing it, just being able to hear it, and then I will have to recite everything to them. What do? This is one of the words given to me, hippocampus. And during that time, I don't know what a hippocampus is. So it turned out that a hippocampus is a part of a brain. It is involved in the formation of new memories. So how was I able to remember that serious meaning? I just imagine using word substitution, there's a hippopotamus in a campus. So that's actually how I do it. And just one person can actually have several imagination. For example, magic. For other people, when they see the word magic or hear the word magic, they might think of the magic hat, a magician doing card magic, or Harry Potter magic. So what is the connection of these things that I am showing you visually with auditory? The connection of that is, in order to have a sharp auditory memory skill, we first need to enhance your ability to create visual pictures and to imagine visual pictures. Okay? And in order to remember, because it's easy to remember things that are random, but if people will ask you to remember things in proper order, that's where memory palace will come in, which will also be elaborated later by my fellow speakers. So the basic information about memory palace that you can use in auditory memory is that memory palace is a location or a place. Actually, it's anywhere around you. It can be your house, it can be the mall, the zoo, the park, or everything around you, even in this room. And one of the people that is familiarly using memory palace is Sherlock Holmes, if you are familiar with that. So he's a fictional character, but a lot of you is familiar with him. He is using memory palace in solving his cases. And two of the most common memory palace that people know is the journey method and the Roman room. So the journey method involves a big place where, and the difference between the journey method and the Roman room is that a Roman room only involves one area. Just like this room only, that's just the Roman room. But if you say journey method, it could be this whole building. Okay? And since we just have a limited time, I'll just show you the animation of journey method, and we will just try to remember at least 10 items later instead of the 20. So for journey, again, it could be a whole building. And notice that the number goes from counterclockwise or only clockwise direction in proper order. We don't do it in zigzag way because our minds will also be confused. Okay, that's the journey method. That's a more advanced memory technique. And this is the Roman room. So since we are here in this room, and for you to be able to really identify the power of your memory wherein you can use any place around you, on the spot we will use this room. Okay? So we will put a number in each corner of the room. It doesn't need to be number 3 for the door all the time. It actually depends on wherever you are. Okay? So this is just the activity that we will be having. So for number 1, so that we can follow the image, our number 1 will be that corner. Number 2 is the area of the audience in this part, the middle part. Number 3 is the last part with the guy wearing the pink shirt. Okay. Number 4 is at the door. Number 5 is at that end corner. Okay, so that's 5, and then we chunk, meaning we chunk, we cut first so that we will not be confused. Again, we have number 1, 2, 3, 4, door, and 5 at that corner. So number 6 will be this area, the audience at the right, at my right side. 6, 7 will be the speaker's area. 8 will be the projector area, and then 9 will be the projector on top, and then 10 will be the camera area. Okay? So what we will do now is I will be saying 10 items only. Okay? So for the audience, what you will try to do for auditory memory, because I was thinking of showing pictures here, but if I show you the pictures here, it will not be auditory memory anymore. Okay? So to do it, I have a list of words here. So what I want you to do is, I will say the words, and then we will try to put it in every corner of this place. Okay? So again, 1 is on that corner. Try to have a quick glance of the room, and then since this is just the first part of our activity, maybe I'll try to say it twice. Okay, so I invite everyone to close their eyes and imagine the words as I say it. On the first time, I will guide you. On the second time, I'll just say the words exactly without assistance. Alright? So number 1, alligator. So at the part of Sir Yudi, there's an alligator, a big alligator. Number 2, piano. At the audience part, there's a big piano. 3, at the corner, there's a train. Train station. Trains. 4, at the door, concert. Right? The K-pop singers are there having a concert. Number 5, at the last corner at the back, Ferrari, the sports car. 6, elephant. So the audience, other side of the audience, there's an elephant. 7, soldier. At the speaker's area, soldier. 8, goat. Kambing, goat. 9, pizza. On the ceiling, there's a pizza. 10, giant. Giant, a big man, giant. Okay, I will write down the words again quickly. 1, alligator. Say it on your mind only, and then later we will try to recite it. 1, alligator. 2, piano. 3, train. 4, concert. 5, Ferrari. 6, elephant. 7, soldier. 8, goat. 9, pizza. 10, giant. Okay? So 5 seconds, and then we will try to recite everything. Ready? What's number 1?
Alligator.
2,
Piano.
3,
Train.
4,
Concert.
5,
Ferrari.
6,
Elephant.
elephant. 7,
Soldier.
soldier. 8,
Goat.
9,
Pizza.
10.
Giant.
Yay, clap your hands, everyone. And that's not just the magic of the memory palace. Imagine you're not able to see the words and you're able to remember it. Even if I randomly ask you, what's the number 8?
Goat.
What's number 4?
Concert.
Number 2?
Piano.
Number 5?
Ferrari.
And lastly, we try to reverse it. Do you think you can say it from number 10 to 1?
Yes.
Okay, let's do it. What's number 10?
Giant.
9?
Pizza.
8?
Goat.
7?
Soldier.
6?
Elephant.
5?
Ferrari.
4?
Concert.
3?
Train.
2?
Piano.
1?
Alligator.
Okay, that's the end of my